There's so much out there. And there's so much that we don't know about. There's no point in me taking pictures if I'm not going to share it. That's the only reason to take pictures, to film, is to share it with as many people as possible so that they get to feel some sort of connection to it. Generally, when it comes to wildlife, the smaller team, the better. Most of the time, it's just Russ and I working together out in the field.
It's been a long journey. Shannon and I haven't had a home for 2.5 years. We've been on the road. It's crazy to think that that's our lifestyle, but it's a lifestyle we've chosen. I can't tell you how amazing it is to travel with someone and share those moments with each other.
It doesn't have to be, wildlife as your subject. Doesn't matter what the subject is. If you're passionate about it, it comes through. No one gets into wildlife filmmaking for the money. No one gets into it for an easy job or cushy work hours. If you don't have passion driving you, you won't survive in this industry at all. I actually started photographing my own pets, and my pets happen to be reptiles, so that's what got the start for me, is definitely reptile photography. For me, just being around Komodo dragons in the wild, it's the pinnacle. It's the biggest lizard in the world. It's basically prehistoric. It's a dinosaur still, roaming the earth. There's something about how they look at you, I think. You have this very big eye and you can see when they're looking at you or they're focusing elsewhere. You definitely get put down to size pretty quickly. I think, they look at you and you could easily be food. With the encounters that I've had, they've approached in a non-aggressive way because they just want to see what you are or what the equipment is especially. And for a lot of experiences, I'm really quite calm in the presence of animals because it translates into your body language. You're not projecting tension and fear that animals absolutely pick up on. For me, I think it helps because I really just project, it's just sheer happiness. I don't know. Yeah, it's hard to explain.
I grew up on a farm in South Africa close to the Kruger National Park, and as long as I can remember, I've always been out in the wilderness. Traveling around Africa, seeing a lot of it, and definitely sparked my interest at a very young age. It's a surreal feeling. It's hard to explain. You've got to be out there and feel it, the sounds, the animals, everything. I've always had a love for big cats. just seeing them stalk and take down an animal, it's just this amazing, burst of speed, and you've got one chance to capture this moment. I can tell you afterwards, your hands are definitely shaking.
Lines up on the hill, yeah. This way. Which side are they?
Yang tadi.
Oh, there we go.
Tiga.
Can you see it?
Yeah.
Okay, there we go. Just so focused, so placed on this side. This is just mental.
They write their own scripts, you don't write it. So you just let nature play its game.
I'm in the lowland peat swamp forest of Indonesian Borneo, and this is essential habitat for the world's largest arboreal animal, the orangutan. The forest is not only essential to the survival of the orangutan, but so is the orangutan to the forest. As it moves around the forest, it's breaking branches and it's clearing open areas, allowing light through to the forest floor. And that means it gives a chance for some of those smaller saplings to grow up and regenerate. The main goal is doing it justice.
To be a voice for these animals that deserve every bit of our attention, and capturing their beauty on the most game-changing camera that's ever come out. The more people know about what's out there, the more people will respect it and understand not everything's out there to hurt you. There's a beautiful world out there, and you've got to go and enjoy it.
I'm Shannon.
And I'm Russ.
And we're wildlife filmmakers. Once everything else falls away, you're only left with your passion. That's what's going to be giving you the perseverance to go out there again, to get up again and again and again, even after day after day after day, where you might even not see any animals. You might not press record on the camera at all. But that's what makes the moments where you do, that's what makes it worth it.